it don't matter. Y'all did that. I got quotes here. President Joe Biden. Months ago, Donald Trump is a genuine threat to this nation. He's a threat to our freedom. He's a threat to our democracy. He's literally a threat to everything America stands for.
Hey fam, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another reaction. This is Segovia coming to you live from the man cave. Hope everyone out there is having a great Tuesday and a good start to their week. We're back, y'all. Back with another daily upload. I'm feeling these daily uploads. I figured out a way to make them so much easier on myself. Again, Discord, YouTube, all that, Instagram, emails down below. Send me TikTok, send me whatever you got. And maybe send me some questions, y'all. Maybe we can start getting into a little Q&A at the end of each video, or I'll stack up 10 questions that you guys send in the Discord or Instagram or my email. Anything, any old conspiracies you guys want my take on it, anything with life, mental health, sobriety. I've done it all, y'all. Divorce, I've done it all. So if you guys got any questions, let me know down below. And you know, once we get a good amount of questions, we'll start doing some Q&As at the end of each video. But hey, I ain't gonna talk your guys' ears off. Enough with the chit chat. Let's get into the reaction.
Don't own land. Nobody owns anything. But if you want to own the land and actually own it, so that even God can't touch it, you have to buy the property or the car or the jet plane, whatever it is you're buying. You have to get it under allodial title, A-L-L-O-D-I-A-L, allodial. Allodial title, you can buy a car, you can buy a jet plane, you can buy a house, but you buy it under what is called allodial title. Allodial simply means nobody, including God or Jesus, can touch this property. You own it.
Land as well.
The land as well. If you buy a house or buy your property, you can put it in allodial title. That means if the freeway is coming through and they want your property, they cannot touch it.
If you want to understand it, to see how they enslaved us, this ebook will literally unveil for you everything you need to know. Age of belief is over. Age of knowing has begun.
Do you guys know about that allodial? I don't know about it, but I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm pretty sure if you're going to do it, you got to pay cash. Impossible to get a loan. If you do get a loan, it's probably going to be one hell of a headache and like a 50% interest or something. But let me know down below if you know about that, if it's legit. Or do you got to pay cash, right? I'm pretty sure you got to pay cash because you'll own it, right?
Building cement processing plants next to crematoriums and railways. We grind or cook your remains into a powder and dispose of you into a...
All right, so this is going to be a weird one. I wasn't going to watch this video, but I did. And then once I did, it got me to thinking about another video I saw of a young lady that had asked the question, have you ever seen a new cemetery? You ever see a new cemetery pop up? You ever hear of one? I'm 46 years old. I have never in my life seen a new cemetery. And they never seem to get full. Now you hear the thing about finding human DNA in fast food restaurant meat, and God knows what the meat's made out of, but then you hear this report about the bones and stuff. What better thing to do with them than grind them up and use them in concrete? And they're always using lots of concrete in cities where a lot of people, you know, step away. But I don't know, just got me to thinking. It's kind of weird, stupid as hell, I guess, but it's just one of them what's on my mind things today. Just thanks, TikTok. I'll be thinking about that now. Appreciate it.
Hey, he's got a point. I've never seen a new cemetery built, right? I've never seen a cemetery be like full vacancy or no vacancy, right? I've never seen that. So that's a good point. I'm getting good at these videos, right? I'm getting good at finding good content. I figured out the matrix, y'all. I figured out how to get the algorithm right. I figured it all out. I'm blessing you guys with Segovias. I don't know, but I figured it out, y'all. I'm so happy that I'm able to do daily uploads.
Alright, so kosher salt is not kosher at all. It's not halal. It's actually iodized salt, so you don't want to get kosher salt. You don't want to get Morton salt because it causes death, just like the name. You don't want to get anything that says iodized. You don't want to get anything that says anything other than 100% sea salt, or preferably you want to get organic sea salt, which is very hard to find when you're in the store. So sal marina, sea salt, not bad. It's also cheap, but it's very difficult to get a good quality sea salt that actually is free of plastics and heavy metals. However, we do know from the latest scientific research that staying away from giant's blood or pink Himalayan salt is the best thing we can do, because this is full of radiation as well as heavy metals, cadmium, lead, aluminum. So this is off the plate, as well as the Morton products, as well as the anything that says kosher. It's always going to be basically BS. It's never going to be good. So stay away from these products. The gray salts, the Celtic salt, it's a step up, but still, it's a little bit better than the pink salt. But still, you want to stay away from the majority of these salts, and you want to get a good organic sea salt, which is trace mineral tested and sourced well, and you want to make sure they don't use heavier explosives when mining it. So you're basically eliminating the possibility of heavy metals being found in your salts, which is why we have the organic salt for life, sea salt in the BioLink.
Oh, so that was just one sales pitch for his salt. I didn't watch this full clip yesterday. I was like, oh, he's breaking down salt. Oh, we sell salt. Link in the bio. We sell the right one where we don't use explosives to mine the salt. Be careful, y'all. Be careful with these TikToks, because a lot of the time people don't got your best interest. They got their wallet's best interest. Now olive oil's bad for you?
Hey, some of your favorite snacks could be at risk of being banned because of their ingredients. At least 5 states are proposing these laws that prohibit the use of certain ingredients and color additives, which help preserve the food that we eat, but have also been linked to health issues, including cancer. Stephanie Haynes joins us live to explain. Stephanie,
mainly kid snacks.
Here. My dad's going to be devastated. What snacks are we specifically talking about here?
Yeah, look, these bills have quite a long way to go, but it is the stuff that you really reach for when you have the munchies, including, those spicy chips and crackers, chewy candies, and then even some of your favorite baking supplies like frostings and even sprinkles have some of this stuff that states basically
it's in everything.
Companies to replace the components of with something else. So that could change the recipe. That's at the very least what they want them to do. And so let's take a look at least these 5 states. New York, Illinois, California, Missouri, Washington are all trying to introduce or try to pass laws.
Why isn't it all 50?
Which are a mouthful. It sounds like your high school chemistry class. So we're going to give you a breakdown of some of the highlights here. One of the ingredients is brominated vegetable oil. Now that is one that the FDA has already proposed banning, and that is in the bill that California has already passed in 2027. BVO, as it's called, used to be in a lot of sodas and sports drinks, but it's since been removed from those to them. And then Red Dye 3 gives food and drinks that bright red cherry color. That's also being actively reviewed by the FDA. Several of these ingredients are already banned in Europe. And so we spoke to a nutritionist about this. Listen.
So if Europe can do it, we certainly can too, but it does take more money, and it takes really this dedication to saying we're not going to allow for this low quality stuff to keep entering into our system.
What do you guys think about that? Because if you noticed on the map, the 5 states, I believe all of them were like hardcore Democratic states. Now the people on the right are going to complain that we should have the freedom of choice to eat what we want. What do you think? I think they should get rid of everything but my hot Cheetos. That's my weakness, y'all. That's my weakness. Since I was a little boy at the ice cream man, sitting on the fence with the homies in 115-degree weather, eating hot Cheetos from the ice cream man. But anyways, I would like for them to get, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Should they ban those things? Because at the end of the day, they're very unhealthy, cause cancer, right? But at the end of the day, you start taking away and telling us what we can and can't eat. Where do we draw the line with that, right? No. Let me know down below what you guys think.
Some weird sound coming out of it.
It looks creepy out there. I'm glad I didn't move to Payson. It's scary out there at night, y'all. I don't care. It's the woods.
You hear that?
I hear it. You guys hear that? I have to raise up the volume a little bit. And again, that previous video, if I forget to quiet down her voice when she screams, I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I'm probably going to forget when it's time to edit. So if I do, I apologize.
All directions. That way.
Yeah, the woods are creepy, y'all. The woods, there's something about the woods. I've lived in the desert my whole life, and when I go to the woods, it's just eerie.
Sounds way louder than that plane.
Desert doesn't scare me. I can night hike and do all that, but the woods.
That's the plane. You hear that? You hear that? Sounds like it's coming from over there. Sounds like it's coming from every direction. It was loud.
It's a lovely day for a launch here live at Cape Canaveral.
History made this morning at Cape Canaveral.
Proceeding with the count. 3,
2,
1.
ignition, and liftoff.
Sir, we've run into a serious problem with the mission.
This is no place to run into technical trouble. That's exactly what happened.
Picked up another helium leak.
The Boeingville spacecraft had launched with one small helium leak. Now it has 5.
With that hatch open, we'll burn up on re-entry.
NASA astronauts are stuck in space and won't be coming back down to Earth until next month.
We just might make it back to Earth.
Maybe we should finally tell them the big secret.
Those delays are really a problem for the engineers back on Earth. For the astronauts, it means a little more time to sit back.
And how's this spacecraft doing?
I don't know. All this equipment is just used to measure TV ratings.
Why now? Why are all the mainstream media right now on the same page? I find this part of the story the most fascinating. Front page of The Economist. Look, no way to run a country with a walker. The Economist? Really? I mean, they love Biden. I mean, The Economist isn't alone. This isn't a vacuum. All of the liberal media. New York Times, to serve his country, President Biden should leave the race. Here's the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. It's time for Biden to pass the torch. Here's the New Yorker. Here's the Wall Street Journal.
Received news that Jacoby Jones had allegedly passed away at the age of 40, but some things aren't sitting quite well with me. As always, this video is intended for educational purposes. I'm going to also speak on the fact of how the media kept pushing how he was the star of Super Bowl 47, and this just so happens to be the 47th presidential election that is coming up. It all ties in together. Shout out to Gematria. On the 14th, we are speaking about a 40-year-old that has passed away in his sleep. And how about this one? Jacoby Rashid Jones, his full name matches up with July 14th. They both equal 178 and 70. It's a little wild to me. Now, why am I saying this alleged passing of Jacoby Jones is a pre-season Super Bowl ritual like they do every single year? It's because they call Jacoby Jones the star of Super Bowl 47. Where was Super Bowl 47? New Orleans. The Super Bowl this year coming up will be in New Orleans. And the media is reporting that he passed away peacefully at his home in New Orleans, Louisiana. Not only that, this is also synced up with the 47th presidential election. And like I told y'all before, Trump, the name Trump, equals 47. But it doesn't stop there. You see, from the alleged death of Jacoby Jones all the way up until the upcoming Super Bowl, which is on 2/9, February 9th, that is a total of 211 days. 211 is the 47th prime number. I think some of y'all may have forgotten that Super Bowl that just happened between the Chiefs and the 49ers. It was on 2/11.
47.
And 47 points
That's
were
freaking me out.
scored in that Super Bowl. This has everything to do with the 47th presidential election and your man Trump. But it doesn't stop there. For the ones who still think I'm tripping, Jacoby Jones allegedly passed at the age of 40. And this upcoming Super Bowl will be on the 40th day of the year.
Y'all, watch this. They be trying to tell us demons don't
Kept
exist.
smoking in the bathroom.
Sister,
Yes, Amalia, yes.
are you okay?
David, could I see you?
They can't even see the demon, but it's
Yes.
there.
You're not holding my smoking against me, sister. I don't smoke anymore.
No, Amalia. It's just a spiritual matter. We'll be right back.
Oh, demon in between them.
There's a demon in there.
What does that mean?
It means there's a demon in there between them. It has its hands on their shoulders.
I didn't see anything.
Because you're not as good.
They be
Look at
telling
your
on
feet.
themselves in these shows.
What do you see?
My feet.
No. There's a trail of slime here. Like a snail.
Are you sure?
Don't patronize me.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to find out what the issue is. There's something possessed in their marriage.
We've only been married a week.
It doesn't matter if it's
There was something literally in between their marriage, a demon possessing their relationship. This is what happens. Demons are real. Demons are real. Don't allow people to literally tell you they're not. This is what happens, and it causes problems and its issues when the whole time there's a whole entity behind the issue.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Something in front of the sun.
How cool is that? It's like an eye in the sky. I called it again, and this time I'm still, you guys. I'm not moving. Like I was in the RV. For all those who was like, why can't you sit still?
It's crazy.
Because our RV had broke
Still
down
bright for
earlier
me.
that day. And we had very little mileage left to go. So, there you have it. You see? See, here's the RV.
Chilling out in the
Oh
desert.
man, I tell you, it's like
Look at that.
off-roading with an RV. Oh, I'm getting a little old. But, just wanted to show you. Hold on. There we go. And there you have it.
Earth is not what we've been told, and our past is not what we've been told, and we are more than we've been led to believe. And I think all that's being revealed right now. And I think some of the most revealing evidence is not even on Earth, it's on the moon. And the moon itself. There's a growing body of evidence that suggests that the moon is an artificial body, that it was engineered. I just did a video on this recently, an interview. And I mean, it's fascinating. One of the things, I mean, it's so deep, I'm not even sure where to begin here. One of the first things that scientists noticed is, and we all know, the moon is covered in meteorites. Big ones, small ones, overlapping ones, but they will not go below a certain depth. They're hitting something that doesn't allow them to go below a certain depth.
Another weird concert, y'all.
Look at this. I
I don't know. Wow.
I don't know what that is.
It don't matter. Y'all did that. I got quotes here. President Joe Biden. Months ago, Donald Trump is a genuine threat to this nation. He's a threat to our freedom. He's a threat to our democracy. He's literally a threat to everything America stands for. He gets up. He looks disheveled. All right. Clearly taken aback by what happened, and rightfully so. Blood trickling down his ears and the right side of his face. Surrounded by Secret Service agents. Raises his fist. Is shriveled, cringing his face up. Fight, fight, fight. He says it 3 times. And while raising his fist, surrounded by Secret Service agents, the American flag is behind him. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't buy that. You can't buy a better photo than that if you're a politician. You can't buy a better photo than that. Look at the video of him raising his fist. Look at the crowd going crazy behind him.
MK Ultra, which is the mind control program from the CIA. So you see a lot of elites use MK Ultra to control celebrities and things of this nature, and it's proven to be true. So if that can be true, where they run some mind control psyop operations on people, maybe everything else could be true as well.
Those humiliation rituals.
100%, bro. John Cena in a dress when he's supposed to be the most jacked stud of the world. Who does that?
Yeah.
Who does that? So yeah, 100% there's humiliation rituals, and people are willing to sell themselves for a bag.
Yo, y'all take a look at this. Look at what this lady filmed in the mountains of California. So the sun is rising, right? The sun has yet to rise. And she looks up and she sees this thing, this red object in the middle of the clouds. But the sun hasn't even risen yet. This is at 5 a.m. in California. Look at this, y'all.
What is that? If the sun is down there, it's on sunrise,
Nice sunrise.
right now. Not sunset, sunrise. Then what is that big planet up there?
What is that red, boy? Y'all,
Definitely isn't the sun.
this is in California. I remember this from a couple of days ago, right? This is in California as well. And now you have this going on, y'all, and then all the distractions that's going on in the world right now pertaining to a certain somebody. All I gotta say is, let's get this.
There's a lot of people
because his whole life, where does he make money, Tim? Where does he make money?
When people come to resorts and hotels and people have disposable income.
Yeah, so I know Trump well.
Yeah.
He went to Kim Jong-un, who cried. And people said he cried the private meeting. He came out and cried. And Trump showed him a DVD graphic of South Korea as the most populous, most successful per capita country in the world. Per capita, South Korea is the most successful in the world. He said, you're the same people. He showed him a DVD computer program of hotels, golf courses, and casinos, and said within 10 years, we will free all your people. You'll be making $100 billion a year. And Kim Jong-un said, he cried and said, China runs me. And Trump said, I know. So Trump does not like war. He doesn't. He wants golf courses and hotels and casinos. He wants the good times, folks.
Right.
So that's why the globalists don't want Trump, because they're like, you naive son of a bitch. This is about power. We don't want casinos. We don't want hotels. We don't want golf
More
courses.
war.
We don't like you banging hot hookers. You suck. And Trump's like, I love everybody. So here's the deal. They're coming after Trump. The fact that they missed and didn't kill him means they're going to escalate this. And I personally, I'm going to leave this at this. I don't talk about inside baseball. Personally, got the message to Trump this morning. And I said, if you go to Milwaukee, they might do a truck bomb. And he said, you be a pussy. He's going to Milwaukee. And I get it. The guy's got incredible bravado. He's got incredible. He's got fortitude. But I'm just saying, I'm not. He's not a pussy to like back off right now.
No.
He's going to win this thing.
There needs to be security measures there for sure. Do we know anything about this shooter other than the fact that he was a kid that lived in Pennsylvania and was in a BlackRock commercial that they filmed at his high school, which is true?
No coincidences.
Jim, let me be 1,000% clear.
I've never been in a BlackRock commercial. Sorry.
I'm playing fine over here.
Yeah, it's okay. Yes, sir.
I want to be completely clear here. We don't need to ask about him or anything about him because none of that's real.
Okay.
The Secret Service does one thing. They protect the president And the default of the Secret Service is to cover the rooftops a half mile out. This wasn't 1,000 yards. It wasn't 3,000 yards out. This was 450 feet from the president, and someone told them, don't put people on the roof when Trump gives a speech. There's no debate. They stood down. They were ordered to do it, guaranteed by the Biden administration. So that's what's happening right now. And if you think they tried to kill him yesterday, if you think they aren't going to go for broke now, when this is like Super Mario Brothers where you eat the mushroom and you're invincible.
Do you think that people in his organization get it? The things that you are saying and that you believe and that you are, talking about here tonight, do the people in his organization share those views? Do they understand what they're up against, in your estimation?
Yeah. Here's the thing about Trump. I've done a psychological study of him. I forget the top guy in the 60s and 70s that made records about self-help and believing it's going to happen. It's like Oprah Winfrey, The Secret.
Okay.
Trump listened to that record like 500 times or more. And I've literally told Trump, and I've told his people, you've got to back off. You've already won. You got to stop. And Trump said, screw you. I'm not a pussy. If they want to. So the problem is his people have already told him this. And Trump is such a maniac, which he's probably right. He believes if he just goes out there, he'll be on the road more now. He doesn't care. And so that's Trump. He believes he is invincible and he doesn't care. And now that he just got grazed and died, he's a maniac. and that's why, let me tell you something. Trump's not perfect. He made mistakes, did stuff I didn't like. I don't sit to get curry with liberals and make them, oh, you're not, you don't like, no. I disagree with Trump on a lot of stuff. Warp speed, all of it got roped into it. I know him well. When I got married 8 years ago to my wife, my second wife, he called her for 10 minutes, told her how great I was. You know, he called me on my birthday.
China has 1 base. Russia has 1.5. We have 800, and each one of them is, an opportunity for a new little war. And of course, you have, the big military contractors, Northrop Grumman and Boeing and Lockheed and General Dynamics and, these others. They're all owned by one company, which is BlackRock. And BlackRock has the contracts to destroy Ukraine.
At this point, y'all cannot tell me this is normal. This shit is not normal, y'all. The events that's been taking place in 2024 is at an all-time high. Like, this shit is off the scale. Like this video and repost.
This entire line here. This is interesting. This is interesting. In our studio right now, we're getting instructions from the building telling us to leave our workplace.
He know this ain't normal either.
Go to a safe place.
Look, y'all, look.
Large tornado confirmed on the ground. Is that it on the right-hand side? Let's give it a second here. So hard to make out there.
I believe that's moving slowly, yes.
Trying to spin and rotate. This could be the very large tornado on the ground.
What a time to be alive.
Right now.
You're going to want to hear this.
2024 has been wild. It's been wild, and I think it's going to get more wilder, especially with the election coming up.
Don't you think it's odd that Alaska is part of the United States of America? The real reason is far darker and more complex than you have been led to believe. Deep within Alaska, there is a black pyramid, an ancient structure that is buried beneath the ground, emitting powerful energy. In 1992, an earthquake in China revealed this pyramid near Mount McKinley. This discovery was picked up by spy satellites, revealing its location to external nations. Indigenous Alaskan tribes also speak of a powerful sacred structure which fits the exact same description as the structure captured on the satellite. But it gets even crazier. According to ancient scripts, the Black Pyramid is part of a global network of ancient energy generators. These pyramids were scattered around the world by a civilization that used to walk with the gods. The purpose was to harness and distribute energy across the world. The same network includes the Great Pyramid of Giza. Since the founding of the United States, extra effort was placed into colonizing Alaska with the aim to reverse engineer the pyramid's technology for modern use.
Yesterday, Trump was shot at 6:11 p.m. Okay, listen to this. Ephesians 6:11 is titled "The Armor of God." Finally, be strong in the Lord and his mighty power, but on the full armor of God, so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of the dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. You cannot make that up. I have goosebumps through my whole body. That is absolutely insane.
Something's wrong with that whole system. And, and it's the doctors you find. Remember I said I want to do small doses. Small doses. When you feed a baby, Bobby, a vaccination that has like 38 different vaccines, and it looks like it's meant for a horse, not a 10-pound or 20-pound baby. It looks like you should be giving a horse this. And do you ever see the size of it, right? It's just massive. And then you see the baby all of a sudden starting to change radically. I've seen it too many times. And then you hear that it doesn't have an impact, right? But you and I talked about that a long time ago. And anyway, I would love you to do something. And I think it'll be so good for you and so big for you. And we're going to win. We're going to win. We're way ahead of the guy. And, he's interesting. He was very nice, actually. He called me. And he said, how did you choose to move to the right? So I guess that's, people see, if I was looking straight on, right? He said, I was just showing a chart. I didn't have to tell him the chart was on all the people pouring into our country, right? But I just turned my head to show the chart. And something wrapped me. It felt like a giant, like the world's largest mosquito. And it was a bullet going around. What do they call that, an AR-15 or something? That was a big gun. Those are pretty tough guns, right?
Wow, there you have it, CaveFam. There's today's reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, share the video, y'all. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. When we get to 10,000, I said on the previous video, we're going to do a big giveaway. I'll have a list of things and you can pick from it. Elgato face cam, microphone, studio lighting, green screen. I don't know. We'll have a lot of things because I would like for everybody to just get in on the YouTube grind. Y'all, the YouTube grind it's where it's at. But anyways, y'all, I hope everyone has a good day today. I got some baby back ribs in the crock pot right now. They're going to be ready at about 5 o'clock, another 4 hours. Fall off the bone. Maybe I'll throw a picture up on Discord, let you guys see that. But hey, this is Segovia. I'm signing out of the Man Cave. Daily upload, y'all. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Later.